Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of DEE'S Talk. We're going to start a few-week segment on health, wellness, and beauty. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported me and continued to watch my show. You are such a blessing, and I love it. So today's segment starts off in Phoenix Children's Hospital. For my wellness part of the segment, I am going to be just doing a recap and talking about my son Lincoln going through his tonsil removal surgery. It has a lot to do with health. My son Lincoln has literally snored forever. And not only did he snore, but he would always like kind of hold his throat or like like clear his throat all the time. And so I took him into the doctor because I thought, it's gotta be his tonsils. I don't know what's going on with him, but it's gotta be his tonsils. So I took him to his regular doctor. And she just was like, it's not his tonsils. I looked at them, everything's fine. And I'm saying, are you sure? Like as a mom, you have that weird gut instinct that it's gotta be it, or there's something wrong. Like if it's not his tonsils, something's going on with his throat. She kind of just like shooed me away and just like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. But I did get a referral out of her to an ENT. Now, it took me a good 4 months to get in after that referral, but I still felt like I was winning, even though I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose my son. You just get these gut feelings, right? So moms out there, if you ever have a gut feeling about something, go with it because it's usually 99.9% right. So I took him to the ENT and they had a special chair that could like kind of lean him back more. So even though he was kind of combative in opening his mouth for her to see him or see his throat and his tonsils and adenoids, she was able to get a good look because of the special chair. And she did express to me that they were enlarged and that he definitely needed to get them out. She didn't think that they were a huge problem, but would definitely help with the snoring. So from there, we went and we did 6 weeks out, got him in, and today was the day of his surgery.
Okay, so it is now approximately 8 o'clock in the morning, and we've been at the Phoenix Children's Hospital with Lincoln to get his tonsils and adenoids out. So it's about 6:20 or so. They just gave him Versailles, so it's supposed to help mellow him out, but so far I haven't seen any mellowing out of anything. He is kind of bouncing off the walls, but they say it takes between 10 to 30 minutes to work. Right now, he's in good spirits, which I'm shocked about because he hasn't eaten anything or had anything to drink either. So we'll just see as time goes on and things progress, what's going to happen. Once the Versailles kicks in, they are going to give him laughing gas to put him to sleep before they put in the IV. Oddly enough, the mask that they gave smells and tastes like strawberries. So it's supposed to like help kids like want to have the mask near them. I'm sure it probably makes them more hungry as well, but we'll see how things go as the day progresses. All right, check back in a few. So we just met with the anesthesiologist and the doctor who's going to perform Lincoln's tonsil and adenoid removal. Everything is looking great. His oxygen is good. He let them listen to his heart, which is surprising. And he's already dressed and ready to go in his hospital gown, as you can see. They gave him some weird kind of squishy toy, and yeah, he's absolutely destroyed it. But yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. Okay, so I think that it has now kicked in. He's starting to get a little loopy, and he's kind of going back and forth, like weaving and bobbing his head. It's gonna be an interesting thing.
Alright. Do you think he'll ride on the bed okay back there if you guys are next to him-ish?
Whoa, he's falling down, and he's down.
He'll
He's
be able to ride.
down for the count. Poor baby. He's loopy. Oh my gosh.
And just real quick, Mom, confirm it.
And he's off.
Thank you.
Go get his tonsils and adenoids out. my gosh.
Good job, Lincoln.
Yeah, I think he's ready to go to sleep.
Yes.
Lincoln, what are you doing, buddy?
This is where we're gonna separate. I'm gonna take.
All right, everyone, we are in recovery, thank God. It went really well. It was fast. I thought it was going to be 45 minutes, but it was literally like 10 minutes. He woke up, looked around a little bit, and fell right back to sleep. And so now I'm just waiting to hear from the doctor exactly what the prognosis is and how it truly went and what we have to look forward to now in terms of recovering for the next few days. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally in our room where we will be staying for the night. It is a fabulous room. He has an amazing $1 million view, and he is sleeping like such an angel. It's insane. They've taken his vitals. They've added on a new normal saline pack to his IV. And he's just now here sleeping off the anesthesia. So we have to wait and see how he is when he wakes up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally made it to his room where we will be staying the night so they could watch out for any bleeding, make sure they're checking his vitals. They want to make sure that he is able to eat and drink because they're worried about dehydration, and they also want to make sure that he doesn't lose weight by not eating, right? Because he's going to have a sore throat from having the tonsils and adenoids out. But what I can tell you is this is an amazing hospital, and Lincoln has top-notch care with $1 million view. Let's check it out. This view is so beautiful, and what a great way to recover from surgery with a view of downtown.
So now, here's the thing. The surgery went amazing. I mean, they have had no problems with him. He got, took the gas just fine, has the IV in, he's getting normal saline, all of that. They've got him eating popsicles and drinking water, a little bit of juice, some Pedialyte to just keep him hydrated. They want to make sure that he stays hydrated. They want to make sure that he is still eating, right? Because we don't want him to lose weight or become dehydrated because of the surgery. When the doctor came to speak to me, she expressed to me that, my son's tonsils and adenoids, from just looking at them regularly, that it didn't look that enlarged. But when she went in there and saw everything from behind, it was like icebergs back there. And she said he was like suffering, really, because I would always see like he was clearing his throat, or I felt like he was choking on something. Well, it was that. And I was 100% right. Like I said, moms, that gut mommy instinct, you know exactly what's going on. So she confirmed my thoughts, and she went ahead, took everything out, and she said, absolutely, it's going to stop the, the snoring and all of that. And we should see results within 7 to 14 days. Also, an odd thing that she expressed, or an odd fact, I should say, is that 4% of children, when they get their tonsils and adenoids out, the tonsils and adenoids start to try to grow back, or they start having some of the same symptoms that they had before. So those are things that you kind of have to look out for. But I am just so grateful that I went with my gut instinct, and I had her send me a referral. Well, the original doctor sent me a referral to the ENT, and they were able to diagnose him and look at what's going on and change him for the better, like change his life, right? This is going to be a game changer. He's going to get much better sleep. He just turned 4 years old, and anyone who has toddlers know how important having those 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night is. So I will be reporting back to you guys later on, a couple of weeks from now, just so that you can see his progress. And again, if you ever have that mommy instinct, that gut instinct that tells you something's going on, whether you're a doctor or not, you have to fight and advocate for your child and get some real answers, because sometimes people are having bad days or they're going through their own thing and they just kind of shoo you away or, disregard what you're saying about your kid, right? And then you have the people who think that they know everything because they're a doctor and they don't want to listen. You just go through all these different types of personalities. And like I said, it's a good thing I stuck with it because I was 100% right. And I know that a lot of you out there have gone through some of the same things. So yes, as you can see, I am in sweats. I finally have had a chance to put myself together so I can come on and talk to you beautiful people about what's going on here at Phoenix Children's Hospital after my son's tonsil surgery. And, I've been up since about 3 o'clock trying to get everything ready and put together because we are spending the night in the hospital. But you know what? Overall, it has been an amazing experience. Phoenix Children's Hospital, if you ever have to do anything in the, Arizona area, Phoenix area, Tempe, Scottsdale, this is where you absolutely have to bring your children. They've got everything known to man to make you and your child comfortable. So big shout out to Phoenix Children's. Well, that wraps up our DEE'S Talk for tonight. Thank you again for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, because we are everywhere now. And I look forward to next week's show.
Paparazzi, wherever I go, when you get the chance to, like